Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's live broadcast here of Stormcast Live. I am your host, Joe Pisani. We've got some folks out in the field. We've got a lot that we're going to be talking about tonight. We've got the ongoing dust storm wildfires across Oklahoma. We've got tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings rolling through the Great Plains. But let's kick it off right over here with our friends out in Oklahoma. We've got Jeff. Let me bring Jeff on here. Jeff, kind of tell us a little bit about what you've been seeing out there in Oklahoma today.
Just some unreal wind. Obviously, probably if the entire state of Oklahoma isn't covered in dust right now, I'd be surprised. We've had just an unreal wind event. Multiple wildfires, as you had mentioned, right along the Tulsa County, Osage, Pawnee, Creek County lines. Stillwater, Oklahoma, a big chunk of the west side of the city is actually has multiple homes lost. That's where I was actually at all week until this morning, which is a good thing I left. But right now we've got a good fire near Manford, which is causing a fire warning for Tulsa County, Creek County, and Osage County, it looks like. Multiple wildfires going on northwest of Tulsa right now.
Wow.
Other than that, it's real dusty, really windy. I've got several reports over 65 mile an hour wind gusts, and usually it's staying about sustained 30 to 35, 40 miles an hour.
Wow. So let's kind of take a look at what he's talking about here, guys. So this is obviously out in Oklahoma. He is up here in the Tulsa area. And we can see here on our radar map. Let's flip it over to satellite because this will really tell the story. All this brown that you see here on the satellite, that's all dust. This is absolutely, we've got over 600 miles of a dust bowl here, really from Oklahoma even up into southeastern Kansas, and then again another large area down here across the Dallas-Fort Worth area, kind of behind where that line of storms has been this afternoon, which you see kind of out in this area is where we see the line of storms. So Jeff is kind of right here in the Tulsa area. Jeff, tell us a little bit more about some of the wildfires that you've seen, because I know even there in Tulsa itself, we have seen reports of various fires kind of outbreaking there in the Tulsa metro area.
Yeah, there's been the Tulsa Fire Department went to a multiple structure fire. I can't remember where it was at, but obviously in the city limits. I was actually out here just south of Glenpool in South Tulsa County. We had a little wildfire spark up, but apparently they got it under control before it went too crazy. It was big enough to show up on radar for a little bit. Other than that, the main show is just on the west side of Tulsa County. Obviously, there's been a lot of homes lost over there along the Highway 412 corridor, in between here and Payne County, which is going to be Stillwater.
Yeah, and you were in Stillwater earlier this morning, correct?
Yes, so we are. I work for Bear Communications. We've been switching their radio system over to the P25 system, and I've been there for the past 3 weeks, and today was the day to come home.
Wow, got out of there just in the nick of time. So, well, definitely stay safe out there for sure. What have the winds been like? What do you feel like some of the strongest winds that you personally have experienced there?
So my little handheld anemometer goes up to 67 miles an hour, and it has been pegged out.
Wow.
Probably more than a dozen times.
Wow, that's pretty intense. Corin, are you with us here as well? I see him on here. He's out in Lamar, Colorado, I believe. Hopefully we'll be able to get his audio on here. I'd love to kind of hear from him as well. If we get him on here to see what the situation's been like in Colorado. Because as you can see here, going back to our map, you could see those multiple areas of dust, and this is really going to be continuing here through the evening and potentially even into the overnight, and lasting. So that wildfire threat will continue through the evening into the overnight, and as well, and even into the day tomorrow. Now, we'll see a slight drop in the winds, but not a ton. Jeff, when are you guys expecting things to kind of start clearing out there in Oklahoma?
So it's 7 o'clock now. I would expect the winds to really die down about 10 p.m. Obviously, they're not going to die down all the way, but they're not going to be nearly as extreme as they are right now. Obviously, with the relative humidity coming up during the night, our fire danger is going to go down slightly, which will be a big help to those guys out in West Tulsa County and Osage and Creek counties. But as of right now, the relative humidity is at 8%, which is as low as I've never seen it that low.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So definitely stay safe out there. Definitely, Lou, looks like you escaped the severe side of this, multi-hazard storm system that we have going on. And Rob, kind of tell us a little bit. You've been tracking a lot of this throughout the day today. Tell us what you've seen as far as some of these severe side and the reports that we've seen today. I'd love to kind of get your take on that.
There's been a lot of wind reports today, a lot of 60, 70, 80 mile per hour winds, especially out of this main line that we're seeing here in parts of Missouri. I'm not sure if I can put radar up and show you what I'm looking at right now.
Yes, sir.
You have it up?
Yes. Well, do you want to share your screen, or do you just want me to use the radar that I've got up? I've got WeatherWise up right now.
Yeah, you can use it. I'll just kind of talk over it when you're ready. But yeah, basically what we got right now is we have some cells, semi-discrete and a QLCS in parts of eastern Missouri, moving up to parts of Iowa. We had some semi-discrete cells up in Iowa, a lot of hail up there, a lot of wind reports as well, anywhere from 50 to 65 miles per hour. And on the south side, we've had actually a couple of tornado warnings lately. We have a confirmed tornado right now for Wright County in Missouri.
Yeah, that's right in here that he's talking about, folks. On this storm, let's flip back over here to the live radar on this, and let's flip over here. We'll flip here into Springfield radar. So this is exactly what I was talking about right here. Again, so this storm is coming in to over toward the Plato area. Let's take a look at this tornado warning here. Again, this is for, like you said, Wright County,
One just came out.
Lakeland County, Pulaski County, and northwestern Texas County. That goes till 7:45. Tornado and tennis ball size hail. Again, right now, radar indicated rotation, and we've got a new warning that just came out here. Well, that one just expired, so I think we only have the one, Rob, or is there another one that they just issued?
My radar shows just it says expires just now, so I think we only have the one up.
Yeah, we should just have just the one left, exactly. So again, but we've seen these line of storms really the last hour. They were more semi-discrete, and now they're starting to congeal a little bit more. But this main one here, out ahead on the far eastern side of the line, which again, this is probably going to become a Boeing segment here as it approaches the St. Louis metro area, which you can see over in this area. So it's going to be really quite a bit of activity that we're going to be experiencing across much of Missouri, and then getting over into Illinois into the overnight hours, probably around midnight, 2 a.m. there in Illinois, and even further places off to the south with that. So what else you got going on out there, Jeff? Looking out the window there? Anything interesting?
Oh, no, I am noticing it's starting to calm down just a little bit. The sun disappeared behind the wall of dust probably 30 minutes ago, so it should be setting. So once we hit dusk, things will start to calm down a little bit. Definitely noticed a downtrend in the wind in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, with the sun starting to set.
Yep, with the sunset, we're definitely on the downtrend for the major wind. I actually see this tree out in front of my truck that's actually not moving for a moment.
Hey, Joey.
Yes, sir.
That tour warrant cell currently shows right near Competition, Missouri, which is just northwest of Maine's right outside. That tour warning shows 3-inch hail, 100% all across board, 3.25-inch hail. That's that baseball size hail you've been seeing.
Yeah, they had mentioned tennis ball size hail on that particular storm, but I
As
wouldn't be
well.
surprised if there are some baseballs inside of that storm there, Rob. Let's kind of jump back over here. Let me jump back over to our live radar on this. Let me just kind of clear some of this out real quick so we can get a better look.
Yeah.
Trying to clean this up a little bit.
A new tornado warning just came out also, by the way.
So now we've got 2 tornado warnings again.
Yeah, this one is for that northern cluster near Osage County and Callaway County, central Missouri, kind of like central Missouri, west of St. Louis.
Oh yeah, there it is, right here. So here's this new tornado warning that just came in, you can see. Whew, wow, we've got a lot going on. Let me close that out.
Starting to see a couplet form right there near Lake Mikeytown and New Bloomfield. A little bit of a couplet trying to form there.
Yeah, let's put this on velocity real quick. Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
That's looking pretty intense there. Wow.
And it's also semi-discrete. There's a little bit of precip south of it, but yeah.
And this is what we've really been talking about this evening.
Yeah.
So that goes for another 27 minutes there.
And just to show you the proximity of this wind behind this line, we have a report just to the northwest of Shelbyville, Missouri, which is north of all that. Non-thunderstorm wind gusts, machine sled blown over in the area 2 miles north of Leonard in Shelby County.
Wow. Yeah, this particular storm that you're talking about, Rob, that has that new tornado warning, this is coming up here towards I-70, folks.
Yeah.
Just off to the south. Right now it's just south of Fulton. We can see here. Here's Fulton. So really just on the southeast side of Fulton. That's going to probably pass between Fulton and the Toledo area and then be coming up here probably between Toledo and Catwood and cross the I-70 corridor, possibly just east of Catwood here. So that is definitely something we've got to keep our eye on here. This is again this is a radar indicated tornado. It's moving at 51 knots. So I mean, again, these things are flying. You know, we're talking 60, 65 mile per hour storm motion. And this trend, this is Jeff, this is what you were talking about the other day when we were all getting together, saying that not only are we having these potential for these strong long track tornadoes, but it's not where they're just moving at 30, 35 miles per hour. They're going to be flying at, 60, 70 miles per hour overnight tonight and then again throughout the day tomorrow across Dixie Alley.
Low-level jet pushing them really quick.
What were you saying, Jeff?
We also,
I was just saying, it's. I think we're gonna have to follow the same trend all weekend. Definitely tomorrow, they're gonna be hauling some serious booty, and same for Sunday. Unfortunately, that high risk for tomorrow is those are going to be some very fast storms, and they're going to be very dangerous.
that's another thing too, is there's a high risk, so that's very rare to see that.
Yeah, so the high risk that they're talking about, folks, let me show you what we've got. So this is the moderate risk that you see here on the map here, where we've got these multiple tornado watches. We've got this new watch kind of down in Mississippi, into Louisiana, and this big watch across much of Missouri, western Illinois, and north central Arkansas. So that's what we have going on today. Northern side, we've got severe weather. We've got snow falling, believe it or not, across parts of the Dakotas as well. We've got the dust storm in Oklahoma. I mean, we have every single kind of weather that you could imagine with this thing. But tomorrow we could see we have a high risk for severe weather. And this, again, just continues. And it'll continue to get modified even as we continue to approach it. But let me throw these cities and population centers through our interstates on here, just so you can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at here. So really, we're talking from just west of Atlanta, east of Birmingham, that whole I-20 corridor, pretty much all the way to Jackson, is going to be under that high risk. But don't just focus on just the high risk, because this moderate risk, again, these tornadoes, even in the moderate risk, are still going to be strong and intense, potentially EF2 plus. Looking at our particular tornado risk, anywhere that you see this hatched, this black, let me clean this up here for you a little bit, make this easier to see. Anywhere you see this black hatched area here on this map, this is telling us that these areas could be seeing strong tornadoes. So pretty much most of Louisiana, just about all of Mississippi, Alabama, even up into central Tennessee, and the west, basically the western half of Georgia, all with that potential to be seeing those long, violent tornadoes through the afternoon, evening, and even into the overnight hours tomorrow. So we're planning on being out there tomorrow afternoon. Our team, I'm going to be out. We'll also, I believe Nick's going to be out, and Nathan as well. So be sure to stay with us here on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you got those notifications turned on. You'll get updated anytime that we go live here with breaking weather coverage. Jeff, what are your thoughts on tomorrow? Obviously, we hear a lot of people talking about bringing you back here on the camera, talking about 2011 and the different references and nuances that have been comparing this outbreak to what we saw in April of 2011. What are your thoughts? And then Rob, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well as kind of what we've seen in the models and stuff like that.
So it's definitely going to be a very busy day as far as severe weather. You've got a ton of moisture. You've got a ton of southerly wind. And obviously you've got a front coming through. So you've got all the perfect ingredients for tornadoes. That's obviously the Storm Prediction Center is recognizing that, issuing high risk. It's just going to be a hold on to the seat of your pants, and
Yep.
it's definitely going to be a very interesting day.
What would you tell people that are living in these areas that maybe just recently moved to the state or something like that, say like from Florida or from out west? What would you kind of tell those folks, having lived in Dixie Alley and now Tornado Alley?
You definitely you've got to have a way to be notified of what's going on. You've got to have most local weather stations have their own app now that will notify you of severe weather. Obviously, you can get all of the name brands, the AccuWeathers, the weather.coms. You've got to be notified, and you've got to be weather aware. Days like tomorrow are something to not play around with. Obviously, it's a weekend. Everybody's off work. They're going to be at home. Be paying attention to it, because it could turn out to be a very dangerous day. You need to pay attention to what the weathermen are telling you.
I agree.
Yeah, great point that you make there. Rob, what are your thoughts on it? And then I kind of want to dive into the models here with you guys a little bit.
Speaking of models, I've seen some of the models from 2011 and this event, and especially the updraft. Let's see, there's been a lot of comparisons. Just like the amount of updrafts we're going to see, and the long track tornado potential is very high. in this type of event. I mean, I wasn't into weather in 2011, but I have looked at a little bit of history, and this could be very similar. Even if you look at the high risk, that high risk actually from 2011 includes some of northwestern Georgia. This one includes more of Alabama and Mississippi. So it's a very similar area. So I feel like the comparisons we'll see for these two will be similar. Obviously, every storm system is different, though. So it really just depends on what happens when that surface boundary gets going and when that moisture really starts building up. So that's where the comparisons are going to be made before the storms, during and after the storm.
Yeah, so let's kind of dive here into some of these parameters that you may be familiar with, maybe not. This may be your first time watching a video like this, and that is fantastic if it is. We're really glad to be here for you guys. So this is our significant tornado parameter, and let me real quick just kind of caveat this discussion with, this is just one of multiple parameters that we as meteorologists and storm chasers like to look at, especially for a situation like what we have tomorrow where that is one of the primary threats. Like we saw earlier with the Storm Prediction Center, we're looking at this high risk, but not only that, we're looking at significant, let me get over here to tornado, there we go. This significant 30% hatched tornado risk area. We only see this, this isn't even something you see every year. You may only see this once every few years. So when we have a event that is this significant, it's important to see why it is that way and what's kind of causing that. So let's kind of jump forward in time here. So this is our significant tornado parameters. So this is Saturday morning. Really, this is about 2 a.m. On Saturday. So even across here, Mississippi, you can already see the environment starting to get primed. And this is only going out 18 hours. I'll have to flip over. Let me flip over here let's go to the 18Z where we got a full-blown, here we go, 48 hours. That's what we like. So you can see this is overnight tonight. They're in Arkansas. Then it kind of wanes, diminishes, and then we get this second surge of moisture tomorrow morning. This is, what is this, noon, 18Z, Rob? Correct me if I'm wrong.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. That's what I was thinking. So noon out here in Mississippi, and we can see, if we click on one of these, we can actually pull up a sounding. And this is literally just me clicking in the area. And what's the first sounding that we're seeing here?
PDS Tor. Yeah.
PDS Tor, possible hazard type. So when you see a PDS, that means particularly dangerous situation. Letting us know that not only is this a tornado, but this is a high end tornado. Down here in the bottom right corner, we can see, that it's showing us this little graphic here of the layer and the different levels of tornado. So, I mean, this is, EF3, EF4, which is why we're seeing that PDS Tor on that. We've got 73 degree surface dew point. We've got 73 degree surface temperature, 69 degree dew point. We're looking at, roughly, 2,600 is our Cape. The SIN is it's not even at 0. It's at -8. -8. Our LCL, only 331. The level of free convection is 582 meters. I mean, these are phenomenal numbers. And then look at this hodograph here. The curvature on the hodograph and the backing of the winds here. This is a classic textbook significant
Tornado.
skew T-plot and hodograph showing us that the potential for these strong, violent tornadoes, even as early as, noon tomorrow across portions of eastern Mississippi. And then let's step forward through with time. So as we get into the heating of the day, we're going to see these values go up. So that's 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Again, right here. This is, again, probably just west of Alabama, Tuscaloosa area. There's 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Another surge down here just on the south side of I-20 around 4 to 5 p.m. And this continues even here as we get to 10 p.m. here, coming into the Georgia border. And that's why even here in Georgia, yes, overall the area is less, but the values are still showing potential for maybe not PDS tours, but even out in East Georgia, tornadic parameters still are in place. So definitely going to be an intense day tomorrow. And not only tomorrow, but really through the overnight hours and into Sunday morning. We will see the activity diminish come, Sunday afternoon. We'll still be having severe wind risk, but the tornado potential, let's just kind of keep stepping forward this through time. You can see it does diminish once it gets to eastern Georgia. There's a little bit of still some potential into the Carolinas, but overall, you can see that it really diminishes basically once it gets, this is right pretty much here in Atlanta. I want to see this. Tornado, still good shear. That's at 3 a.m. So,
Hey, Joey.
Yeah, Rob?
We have a confirmed tornado on the board again.
All right, let's take a look at this. Thank you, Rob. Is that on that Montgomery?
It is by Edgar Springs. I think it was the one that was in, what was that?
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Right here. Look at that couplet right there.
Yeah, that's intense. So, folks, if you're not familiar with this program that Rob is sharing, there's another program that we like to use called GR Level 3. Been using it for years.
A little bit of debris right here.
Yeah. Is that the CC that you're looking at?
Yes.
Yeah. So not a complete drop quite yet, but definitely something.
Oh, it's kind of broad right here, but it's the storm relative shows it better.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we got, and then we have this. So I guess it started here, and then we have a continuation confirmed tornado warning that goes more northeast. This is for, let's see, Pulaski and Phelps counties in Missouri until 8:15 p.m. CDT.
Yeah, so this is this
45 miles per hour.
This storm right here that Rob's talking about, and we can see the couplet right here.
Yep.
In this area.
It's got a low-level mezzo on it too.
Yeah, it's basically just paralleling I-44 here, just southeast of Waynesville. If you're in Edgar Springs, you need to be obviously in your safe place. This is going to pass just to the north of Edgar Springs. Up here in Rolla and Newburgh, these areas, this is basically where it's going to be headed in the next 10-15 minutes. And just a reminder about these is, again, these things are moving at 60 plus miles per hour. So, they are in and out before you even can think about it. So this is why it's super critical that as soon as a warning is issued for your area, that you go ahead and take those tornado precautions. Take this seriously. This is definitely not a drill. This is as serious as it gets out there.
I'm actually getting two areas of rotation. I'm getting one to the southeast and one to the northwest. So maybe there's like multi-vortices possibly? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I see the one that you're talking about kind of down here a little bit further south of that. That's almost on the storm behind it a little bit. But it's all, there's three cells here really that you can see when we're looking at the reflectivity. There's basically a cell here. We've got a cell right here, and then a third cell right here. And this
Also,
is the area particularly that we're looking at for where that rotation is. It's kind of right in that notch there. Let's take a look at the correlation coefficient.
I think they just issued a new watch.
Yeah.
I believe they just issued a new PDS watch. Let me double check. 1 second.
Wow.
Can you see if there's a new one? I'm trying to check myself. Northeast Arkansas, northern Mississippi, southern Illinois, southeast, including Boot Hill, Missouri, and western Kentucky.
Oh yeah, here's exactly it. Yep, this is it. Tornado watch number 36. Look at this. I mean, literally risk high all across the board on this. So, yeah, southeast Missouri, the southern tips of Illinois and Indiana, western Kentucky, western Tennessee, and then all of northern Mississippi. This goes until, look at the time, 3 a.m. So, again,
Wow.
this is going to be a very ominous, concerning overnight this evening. Dan, I see that you joined us here. So glad to have you on with us this evening. Dan, would love to kind of get your thoughts on, I know you're just joining, would love to kind of get your thoughts on what you've seen and heard so far today. And also, are you guys expecting anything out of this up there in Wisconsin? I know you guys are in a risk area as well with that northern convection that's supposed to be moving in this evening and overnight as well.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Yeah, I just hopped in here. I was literally just firing up the radar. I came on here before I really had anything up and ready to get going, but I did have a chance to take a look at it a little bit and trying to keep up with the updates throughout the day. They did expand the risk area a little bit further north of us. Before we were kind of just on the cutoff of the flight. Now we're kind of just on the cutoff of the enhanced. It looks like our primary threat is going to be wind, maybe some hail. I think the tornado risk is going to stay to our south. With the timing of it all, I think it's going to start to peter out a little bit before it finally gets its way up here, which is what I'm thinking is the reason behind kind of the sharp cutoff or gradients of the risk lines up there as you get to the Wisconsin-Illinois border. I do believe northern Illinois is included in one of those multiple SVR watches. Wisconsin is not yet, at least to the best of my knowledge, but like you said, yeah, I haven't had a chance to really get a good footing in on this yet. I'm just kind of starting to dive into it now.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that you mentioned the gradient, and that's an excellent point. This here that we're looking at is the wind risk that we're talking about, which is why you can see there, here's Milwaukee, you got La Crosse, Wisconsin, and y'all are in that 15% wind risk, but you can see this black hatched area again. That's that significant wind risk where we could see winds in excess of 65, 70 miles per hour. And that's really just south of where you're at. So again, those threats across southern Wisconsin definitely imminent there for your area there in the greater Milwaukee area this evening. So definitely make sure, again, this is why it's super important. Make sure you guys have a way to receive those warnings, because this is impacting millions and millions of people. You can see here just this huge highlighted area where we're just going to we're seeing swaths already of wind damage. Let's take a look real quick. Look at these storm reports already from today. I mean, we're already at 120 wind reports so far today, and 52 hail reports, a combined total of 172 reports thus far today. And, the day is not even over yet. It's only 8:40 Eastern, 7:40 Central. So we'll easily see this number probably double, possibly even triple before the end of today. Things are really just now getting started.
Yeah, the watch areas that I was referencing to, I just kind of started with my local area, haven't made my way towards where the meat of the storm is yet. But if you're in northern Illinois, where that cutoff is from the SVR, that watch is going to go until 2 a.m. Central Time. So that just kind of gives you an idea. And we have, at least up here, a little bit of a waiting period here, as I know these storms are moving pretty quick. Just they're that far away from us, it's going to take a little bit of time for them to make their way this far north up over by this area here.
See if they pass that Janesville.
Yeah, the famous Janesville Wall.
The infamous Janesville Wall, if you're
up there in Wisconsin.
That's the in-house thing here.
Yeah.
Storms have a tendency to kind of diminish as they get through your hovering over Janesville there in south central Wisconsin there. That's Rock County. It seems like that seems to be a good area. That area, south of Madison up towards Rockford. It seems to be right around that area where, for whatever reason, a lot of times storms have a tendency to dissipate. These are common setups here for us where storms off to the west and southwest of us heat up during the day. They fire off late in the afternoon. As they move east, they have a tendency to weaken. We lose heat. Conditions change. It's arguable if Lake Michigan has an impact or not. There's a couple different schools of thought on that, but yeah. So that area right there, we'll see if they hold together. Right now, if you're in Wisconsin, no watches as of now. But of course, that's always subject to change.
Yes, sir. It most certainly is. And I don't know if you saw, I drew a little wall on there for you on the map. There in Janesville.
That is excellent wall highlighting the unofficial Janesville weather wall.
So you're welcome. Now it's a race, and now the storms can continue to pass through. So definitely keep us posted as we get into the overnight hours. Here's that line of severe weather off to your south and west that will be coming up into your area later this evening. We can see all of these different severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, we're talking, 60, 70 mile per hour wind gusts on this new severe thunderstorm warning here that was just issued. So we've got just so many. Let's kind of come back over here to the St. Louis area. We've got a tornado warning here just on the west side of St. Louis here that I kind of want to look at again. This is here just west of New Florence, Missouri. This is, again, radar indicated rotation. We do have some good hail on some of these storms, too. Don't want to forget about that threat that we're seeing here with, some of these storms already putting out tennis ball size hail. That one there only showing about 1 inch hail on it. So that's one tornado warning. I'm sure even on the east side of it here, we're probably getting some pretty intense winds in this warning, about to come into places like Montgomery City, New Florence, there along and just north of Interstate 70. So folks living in those areas, be ready for some really strong winds to come in. This severe thunderstorm warning up off to the northeast of that includes the Bowling Green area. Again, and a lot of these severe thunderstorm warnings, we're looking at 60, 70 mile per hour winds for those regions. Let's kind of come back down here to this tornado warning.
Look at that couplet now.
Yeah, look at this right here. This one is really quite impressive. We can see this is just northwest now of Edgar Springs, east of Spring Creek, passing just on the north side. Ooh, looks like, did that just go PDS warned? Radar indicator. Okay, still showing radar indicator rotation on there. I wasn't sure if they had put a Tor R tag on that, but yes, again, still tennis ball size hail here on this warning that again just issued. Goes for another 30 minutes. So again, if you're living in these areas here along US 63 south of Rolla, kind of between Rolla and Edgar Springs, definitely be taking your tornado precautions at this time with this storm barreling off to the northeast.
I do want to make one quick correction here. I'm showing it up on my screen. I don't know if it's coming across or not. You can tell me. But I said earlier that Wisconsin wasn't part of that SVR watch. I misspoke a little bit. They are part of the one that was further to the west, with Iowa and Minnesota. There's a few Wisconsin counties in extreme southwestern Wisconsin that is under a severe thunderstorm watch. I believe that's until 1 a.m. So I just wanted to make that quick correction there.
10-4. 10-4. Let's flip this over. So we've got 2 tornado warnings on the board right now and 17 severe thunderstorm warnings going on right now. Many of these 60, 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Let's take a look at this one. This one, 2-inch hail and 70 mile per hour wind gusts on this. This is just east of Springfield, Missouri. And Nick Smigo's out there. This is a live view of his feed here. As you can see, beautiful lightning there. Obviously, you can tell it is getting dark there in Missouri. Looks like he is kind of headed into that storm. Be sure to check. You can see all of these live streams now on that WeatherWise app website. Just click on the left-hand side. If you're on there, just make sure you have has cams turned on, and you'll also see like these little icons from storm chasers that are out in the field right now live streaming. So Nick Smigo there in Mansfield, Missouri. We'll check in with him a little bit later as he gets closer to this storm that is dropping some tennis ball size hit. Well, I should say actually, as the storm gets closer to him, he is on the eastern side there of that storm. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that as well. Dropping a little bit further south, let's come and take a look at a couple of these storms here in Arkansas. Don't want to forget what's starting to fire off here in Arkansas, kind of Jeff's old stomping grounds. There, I'm sure we all remember the Mayflower, Arkansas tornado. There's some severe thunderstorm warnings here into north central Arkansas. 1-inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds. Again, all these are moving pretty quick. These ones aren't moving quite as fast because they're on the southern side of the line, so they're only moving about 40 miles per hour, 40 to 45 miles per hour. But again, still some decent hail on a lot of these storms. Let's take a look at our vertical. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, look at this one down here near Clarksville. That's got some. That'll do some damage there if you're riding along Interstate 40 right now here in in the Clarksville area, heads up, you're about to get blasted here by some pretty large hail. 1-inch hail is what they're saying. I wouldn't be surprised there's a little bit bigger hail in there on the west side of Clarksville. We're really coming over Interstate 40 right now as we're doing this right now. Let's see if we have any. Still just the 2 and 17. So still at a level 3 yellow there with 2 tornado warnings on the board.
We have a confirmed, so it is a level 4 red.
Oh yeah, this one up here in Rolla. You're right, coming into Rolla. That is confirmed. You're right.
Joey, can you cover that HazCam part again? I missed that. I only caught a part of it. I was trying to pull it up.
So if you're on WeatherWise and you open their menu, there are 2 things here. You'll see Spotter Network and HazCam. If you check HazCam, that will show you different storm chasers. You'll see, for the storm chasers, you'll see like a little photo. We actually got this set up just this week. So this, if you click on it, you'll see like the name Nick Smigo, and then you can open and it'll pull up his video right here inside of WeatherWise. So when I'm out storm chasing tomorrow and got my live stream running, you'll be able to see it right here. Rob, this will be good information for you. You'll actually be able to see it right here on the WeatherWise map. It'll be embedded right into the WeatherWise map. Yeah.
I found it in the menu. I didn't see the member icon on the radar. That was it. Thanks.
You are most welcome. There are other stationary cams anywhere where you see these, a lot of them here in the southeast. So anywhere where you see these little H's, there are stationary cams. So this is like Greenville, so you can pull it up and they're just tower cams, basically, the HazCam network. So we've got, some in Mississippi, some up here in northern Alabama, even up here into Tennessee, Centerville, Tennessee. It's kind of dark. So they're working on building this out. Brett Adair and the WX Logic group started this project during the hurricanes, or just before the hurricane season last year, and it continues to expand. So that's what's going on down here in Leesville, Louisiana. So plenty of moisture surging north off the Gulf of Mexico this evening. Causing some havoc. And speaking of, we even all the way back here in Texas, there's a severe thunderstorm warning back here as well. Again, so this just shows you the spread of this potent storm system. Mesoscale discussion was issued here as well. Probability of watch issuance there, 60% out there in East Texas. Again, there is a severe thunderstorm warning here just north of College Station, Texas right now. This goes for another hour. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds on that storm. This is 10 miles west of Heron, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So again, another thing I'm noticing too, which this is typical with these strong, powerful storm systems, the further north the storms are, so like up by where you are, Dan, and stuff like that, at least so far as this thing's kind of starting to ramp up, the faster the storm motion is because it's on that left exit region of the jet streak. So it's able to kind of fling those storms around that center of low pressure. But we're looking at this storm out here in Texas. It's still moving fast, don't get me wrong. But 45 miles per hour compared to 65 miles per hour. That's a big difference when we're talking storm motion.
It is, and usually with this type of setup here too as well, generally the southern cells tend to hold a little bit more power, a little bit more strength. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing here, where there's, if I flip back over my radar here, I mean, you have storms all the way up, northern Iowa, southern Minnesota yet here too. But really, at least for right now, the focus, the tornado warnings and that are where we've got Missouri here. You know, they tend to develop further south along a setup like this, but that doesn't mean to say that, you know, a tornado or two can't fire up along the northern side of this either.
Yeah, for sure. So, again, and that's why that tornado risk extends all the way into Wisconsin. You know, it may only be, 2% or 5%, but it still is definitely there. You can easily see some of those quick spin-up tornadoes inside of that QLCS line that'll be moving through. So
Yeah, that's right. And what I like to point out, and this is a classic setup of it, when you have such a linear line of storms such as this, and you get those fast, quick spin-up tornadoes, up here in Wisconsin, we typically don't get the real big, HP supercells producing, large tornadoes, long track tornadoes. Not that we can't, it's just we typically don't. What makes the tornadoes up here, or at least on this kind of setup here, dangerous, is that as fast as those tornadoes can spin up and dissipate, they can form and dissipate and reform again in between radar scans.
exactly, yes.
So the longer track, well-established tornadoes, they're easier to track because they're much more obvious. Whereas with these quick spin-up tornadoes, as brief as they may be, they can still be dangerous, and they're hard to detect sometimes.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. They most certainly are. Meanwhile, we do have 3 tornado warnings now. So we've got this tornado warning, which was the confirmed tornado down here near Rolla, Missouri here. This is just southwest of Sullivan, Missouri, and Cuba, Missouri, right here along. Basically, this thing's going to ride right up the I-44 corridor, which is, man, I hope folks on I-44 are taking cover on that, because that is definitely concerning on that.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the velocities again on this. Yeah, this thing just probably just going through on the east side of Rolla. So if you're anywhere in these areas, Rolla up to St. James, Cuba, definitely be prepared to be taking your tornado precautions at this time, especially in Rolla and St. James. You guys are really under the gun right now with this.
Also North Y, Northywywe, that's city too. Or WYE, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right here, north Y, yep, just on the northeast side of Rolla, right on the I-44, US 63 here. Again, this is basically probably about to cross Interstate 44 if it hasn't already. A little bit of range folding here we're seeing on this particular scan, which is, but again, our couplet, very, very well defined, right in that area there. Pretty much went right over Rolla, man. I hope everyone's okay there. Unfortunately, we don't have any Hazcam or live chasers out there that we can see a video feed on. But man, that's rough. And then again, there's this new continuation warning that they issued for that same storm.
Hey, Joey.
Yes, sir.
We got some training cells coming up from Arkansas in that same area, Greene County, Webster County, just east of Springfield. Non-severe, they are severe at this time, right down there near Wright County and Greene and Webster counties.
Yeah.
Semi-discreet.
Yeah, these are the Springfield storms. This is this line that Rob's talking about, folks, right here. Yeah, look at
They look
these.
pretty decent.
I can't believe this one doesn't have this one here near I don't even know how to say that. Rubidukes?
Yeah.
That thing looks like a beast, man. Like, that thing's got to be dropping some massive hail on it. Let's look at oh my goodness, yeah, that thing's got to be dropping tennis ball size hail. 2.5 inch hail, Rob. 2.5 inch hail 70-mile-per-hour
That's
wind gust.
yeah.
That's coming right through
Not
through
gonna buff
Rubidix.
out.
What then?
That's not gonna buff out.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. Definitely not. Oh
Look at
man!
those.
And then we've got this one here. This is just kind of northwest of Hartville. That's throwing some hail on it. And then this storm west, right here near Seymour, starting to develop a little bit of a hail core as well. But man, this one here in Rubidix, that's just booming. Even this one up here near Edgar Springs, also with a pretty significant hail core, 2.5-inch hail on that as well. So, I mean, we've got two big hailers out there with those storms.
Oh, yeah.
They're just lining up right now, just really taking off from Sparta, Ozarks, just on the south side, all the way up.
This is like an all jack of all trades, like semi-discrete line. Like we got tornadoes, we got wind, and we got the hail. So it's like all in
Yeah,
one.
Dan, I don't know if you were on the call earlier. Let me flip. I want to show you something. The satellite view. You can't see it as well now because it's dark, but you can still see a little bit. All this gray area here. This is all that dust that we've seen. These large areas of dust, basically from Wichita all the way down through northern Oklahoma, and then.
I wasn't
Down
on the
over
call
here.
I wasn't on here for while you were talking about that or showcasing that. I did see some other reports prior coming on here referencing that though, but
Yeah,
it's still pretty good to see how it picks up on satellite.
Yeah.
Like,
That's just amazing. You can see this huge area. I mean it was funny. I was talking to some friends earlier about this, and I was talking to Jeff, and it's like, man, are we back in the Dust Bowl? I mean,
Yeah.
just how much there is across some of these areas. From Texas all the way up here through Oklahoma. Anywhere you see this bright pink banding, that's all just blowing dust. I mean, even up toward Kansas City, Missouri,
Yeah.
down toward Fort Worth on the northwest side of Dallas. That's pretty intense. Fire
That
temperatures.
TORR just continuated right near St. James.
All right, let's kind of pop back in on that, Rob. Flip back over here to our radar. Oh yeah, damaging
Balls
tornado
coming.
and tennis ball size hail on this. Again, this is now coming up right here into St. James, just like you said, Rob.
Yep.
It's pretty much right over. It went right through roll. It's going right up I-44, just like I was saying. Man, this is terrible. It's probably actually maybe on just looking at the velocity here. I think it's north of I-44. Thankfully, it looks like the couplet's just north here of I-44, right in about that area there.
I've got a quad view here if you want to show that.
Oh yeah, there we go, Dan.
Showing the hail core behind it.
Oh.
We got that Tor icon there for the observed tornado.
Hold on
And
one
it's
second,
showing
Dan.
it.
I'm not seeing your stream. It looks like it's streaming the Discord.
All right, let me try that again. Stand by.
Okay. Let me know when you got it. We'll get back on there. But yeah,
I gotta
oh
figure out how to do that.
Very, very busy night.
yeah. Look at this. Look at this, Rob. On that same storm, it looks like it's intensified as of this last scan that just came in.
After it was recycling, and now it's getting strong again.
Yeah, right here, just on the north side of St. James. That's rain wrap, man. There's tornado.
Yeah.
That's just rain wrap.
Classic-
Completely rain wrap,
Classic,
man.
like
HP,
classic embeds.
supercell, monster, and that's really probably some of these reflectivity values you're actually seeing in here. It's probably it's not actually rain. This is actually probably debris. Let's flip over to the correlation coefficient.
All right,
See
well,
if it's picking up anything.
Actually, no, I want to try it now.
It's pulling up. Oh, there we go.
Now.
I got you, Dan. All right, let's flip over here. So, Dan, you got you're live.
Yeah.
Your screen here is live on the stream. So, yeah, I love this quad core view that you've got.
Yeah, it shows a lot of information at once here. Upper left there, you got the reflectivity. Upper right, you have the velocity. Lower left, you have, we'll just simplify it, call it your halo signatures. And then bottom right is your correlation coefficient. Since we had a confirmed observed tornado, I was pulling up the CC to see if we could detect a debris ball or anything, and I haven't yet. I've only had it up for maybe a minute or so here, so it might only been 1 or 2 scans in, but so far I don't see that. I just thought this might be a good showcase to see a few
Yeah,
different
for sure.
weather products at once here at work, so you can, it helps to use them all together.
Yes, sir.
Kind of paint the whole picture.
Yeah, so
We
if
have
you go ahead, Rod.
Sorry. Oh, I have a tornado report from Darren Clayton. He said large tornado just passed to his east near Rolla, about 250 yards wide.
Wow, 250 yards wide. That's a nice wedge, man. That's just, whew. That's big, man. And it's probably growing. So,
Nope, you're good.
All right, cool. We got another tornado warning just to the south of there. Oh, looks like it's that other area we're watching, Joey.
yeah, it is. Yeah, there's just two back-to-back warnings. Yeah, that there, Dan's looking kind of interesting that you're showing right there. That I'm kind of surprised that hasn't gone Tor warned yet. Yep.
Yeah.
It's got a massive hail core though. That's developing as well. It looks like.
Right northwest of Lake Spring.
Oh yeah, there's that new tornado warning, Rob, for that storm east of St. James. I think is that a Tor R that they just threw out there?
I believe maybe.
Oh, here's something interesting. Now, I don't think they warned this one yet, but
No, it's radar indicated.
Yeah, you're right.
check
It
that
is.
out right there.
What was that, Dan?
So I'll first paint it on the reflectivity. So you got a good hook right here.
Oh yeah.
This indentation.
Oh yeah.
You go over to CC here. Whoop. Hang on. Wait for it. There's a little something right there. That'll be interesting.
Oh,
Let's see if that's picking anything up there or not.
Oh yeah, I could see
Doesn't
that.
look warm, but you can make
No.
a case where maybe it could be.
Where's that at, Dan? Is that further south in the line?
That's by Seymour.
Oh yeah, Seymour. Okay.
Yeah. Just thought it would be worth pointing out.
I think I just heard a new tornado warning. I think that might be the one that Dan was talking about, maybe. Let's see, hold on.
Yeah, we're now at 4 tornado warnings.
Yeah. Well, the new one just came out. I just don't know what area. Oh no, never mind. It's a continuation of the one we
Yeah.
already have. the
That's
Tor.
this. That's this one over here.
Yeah. Got a lot of SVRs.
I don't know, if I was anywhere near Hartsville, man, I'd be paying attention.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of hail over there too. That area has a history of hail because there was some more trading cells earlier.
Wow. What a good looking line of storms there.
Definitely. Good old semi-discretes.
Yes, sir. Semi-discretes is right. This is going to be a long next 2 days.
Yes, it will. I'm in it on Sunday and Monday, it looks like.
You are, Rob?
I think Sunday night is when we're supposed to get into Monday morning. Yeah. I don't have a risk out for me, but just seeing the models.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Trying to look back at velocity again. Yeah, that storm Dan was talking about looks really good. It's in a decent environment too. It's got a cape 1400 ml cape and the EB shear is 74 knots. So it's got decent bulk shear and decent instability.
Joey, did you take down your screen?
I think you did, yeah.
give me just a second. I didn't take it. I just have it on us right now.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha. See, we got some SVRs down near Texas right now too. That's probably that southern mode overnight.
Yeah, these storms here, it's riding now just along and north of Interstate 44, coming right up the north side there.
And we have SVRs from Texas to Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, you zoom out on this and you just see the line. I mean, you got, like you're saying, Rob, you got these severe warnings in Minnesota coming down, and then even all the way back here in Texas. I think we'll start seeing some more activity in Texas here in the next hour or two as well.
Oh yeah. New tornado warning, by the way. Arkansas. It's Baxter County until.
Oh yeah, right in here, this
9
guy, right here.
Yep.
Let's flip this over. Let's take a look at what we're seeing. Wow, that's, well, might help if I get on the right radar here. So yeah, there's a new tornado warning. Radar indicator rotation, 1-inch hail, moving northeast at 32 knots.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, let me flip my radar set. I'm trying to maybe Little Rock. Let's try Springfield. See what it looks like on Springfield. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the couplet. Wow, this is just west of Mountain Home, Arkansas. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I know exactly where that's at.
Just south of Bull. Oh, I remember Bull Shoals. So I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, it's up here in north central Arkansas, pretty much due north of Little Rock. So
It's got some hail in it as well.
yeah, that's gonna go right into Mountain Home, man, or just on the northern side of it. Probably just on the northern side of it.
Yeah, I was looking at the models this morning. It was showing a lot of clustering in western Arkansas, and this is kind of what we're seeing now.
Yeah, that storm there, again, this storm here literally developed basically in like the last 5 minutes, you know? It did not take more than 3 scans basically for that to go from basically nothing to tornado warned. And I feel like we're going to see a lot of that tonight and then through the day tomorrow. Like these things are going to go from 0 to 100 miles per hour in 2 seconds, you know, with the environment that they're in.
Rapid intensification.
Yeah, a whole new meaning of rapid intensification, Rob. Exactly. Very true. Very true. Oh, man. Wow.
Convective initiation, all that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's riding along where that instability and that shear and all that warmer sector too. It's coming towards Missouri. Well, there is some cold pooling, so it's interesting to see if it'll be as strong as when it gets up there. We'll have to see.
Yes, sir. We will have to keep our eye on it. Sure.
Yep. No more TORRs as of this time. We only have 3 tornado warnings. It's like they canceled the Tour R for that county over by Crawford County, northwestern Crawford, Missouri.
10-4 on that.
That one was on the ground for a little while. That was like, what, 20, 35, 40 minutes?
Yeah, it
That was
was.
kind of almost very not long track, but definitely longer tracking. For sure. We'll see a lot of that tomorrow, possibly.
Yeah, so my plan for tomorrow, y'all, just so you know, is I'll probably leave here around 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central, and get out there around 11 or so Central Time, right
All right.
as things are kind of kicking off in Mississippi, and then just kind of wait it out, see what happens.
I know
My
you
first
mentioned
target,
that.
I'll probably go over toward. I was thinking Montgomery, but now I'm thinking maybe more Birmingham. I just don't like the terrain of Birmingham, so I still may go south where it's a little bit flatter.
Kind of what we talked about with the whole like mountainous area, right? Like the other day.
We
Yeah,
got a new tornado warning. This one is going to be
Missouri.
Missouri. That's going to be north of the one that was already tornado warned.
Oh, we got another new one too. for
Oh, yeah.
Arkansas.
yep.
Owensville-ish,
Southern
just north
cell.
of Owensville. That one's going to be radar indicated.
Copy. Yeah, we got another one in Arkansas for I think it's Johnson, Newton, Pope, and Searcy counties, and Van Buren County.
Yeah, that's.
That one's got decent coupling on that one. We're just east of Hagerville. Yeah, Hagerville. So, it's kind of the story all night. We have these tornadoes popping up from these clusters, these semi-discrete cells, as we got, still really good leftover ample moisture.
Yeah,
I was
honestly,
just going to say, they're not showing any signs of slowing down here yet.
yeah, Nick
No,
Samigo's
not
getting
at
a
all.
little closer to that storm there. Just want to see what his stream was looking like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down there near Mansfield and Seymour. Not seeing a ton of rotation on that storm. Just SVR warned.
Go back to a storms Dan was looking at earlier.
I was checking out this Arkansas
New
one real quick that you were.
SBR for just off of Davenport in Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa's been very busy today, SVR wise.
Oh yeah, yep. Look at this line here, just on the western side of Davenport, just lighting up like a Christmas tree. All these, the storms themselves aren't like super impressive when you look at them on
No.
radar per se. But I guess what is impressive is just how fast that they're moving and the wind output that they're
Definitely.
causing, basically.
The outflow, how hard those winds are pushing. Yeah. See what these storms in Texas are doing. Texas, Louisiana border. Oh, that one went off the board. Yeah, I'm starting to see some cells coming up through Arkansas right now. Kind of behind where those two tours are at. So we'll probably see some more storm activity in Arkansas for the rest of the evening into tomorrow morning. Into Tennessee and Kentucky and all those areas. Have we seen like any Boeing segments besides like Iowa? And, like Illinois and Missouri? I don't know if we have.
Not a ton, in all honesty. There's a little bit maybe developing down here, kind of in the Quincy area a little bit. The lines bowing out a
Yeah.
little bit.
That's Illinois,
Let's look
right?
at this. Yeah, I mean this is where you're seeing some of those 70-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm warnings, where you do have a little bit more of bow indicated on these. Max wind gusts are 70 and not 60, putting out a little bit more winds. But overall, Rob, I wouldn't say that there's a definitive, huge bowing segments
No.
that are
You're right, that's
ongoing at this time.
Yep. So we'll see. I mean, we have a very long night still with all this activity.
Yes, we do. We most certainly do.
And you're gonna be on tomorrow?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Yeah. I should be on
Tomorrow's gonna
tomorrow.
be pretty active.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a long day tomorrow.
I wonder what changes they're gonna make to the high risk and specific tomorrow. Like if they'll make it bigger or if they'll higher the tornado probs or lower. I'm kind of curious about that. I think it'll mostly stay the same, but we might see some subtle differences. We'll see. You guys, Joey, you're in the moderate or enhanced? I can't remember.
We're in the moderate. We're just
Yeah.
in the moderate.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to, you could stay home and chase, but then it'd be dark, so that kind of defeats the purpose.
A little bit.
New tornado warning.
Put that.
Steelville, Missouri.
Hey, you know who
Let's do
that
it.
that reminds me of someone that used to be with us, Steelville. Wow, this is
Yeah.
this is Sullivan. I actually have my wife's aunt and uncle live up in Sullivan, Missouri, so they are under that warning.
Mm-hmm.
And Iowa and Minnesota just had a new SVR. They've been pretty busy too in that northern half. So
I'm
you guys,
texting them.
Dan, are you guys gonna get the stuff in like Illinois and Iowa, or are you gonna get the Missouri? Probably Illinois and Iowa, right?
I mean, the storms are kind of moving in a northerly direction, but the whole front is still moving east. So I think what's first moving into, like western Illinois, eastern Iowa right now is pretty much going to be the part of the line that's going to start to affect us.
That makes
The
sense.
storms are moving quick, but the front isn't. So it's still going to be probably a couple hours yet before we start to get anything around here. And then by that time, some of these might start to lose some of their
Potency.
intensity here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, the thing about this is like it's fun to forecast and to track all this stuff, but that it's the other side where all these people are going through a lot with the wind damage and the tornadoes and the hail. It's like a it's kind of bittersweet feeling.
Yeah, for sure, Rob. It's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope everybody has ways to receive alerts overnight. So, that's all we can do is prepare everybody.
Yes, sir. So let's kind of take a look here at this tornado warning here near Sullivan and St. Clair, Missouri. Let's flip over to our
Yep,
St.
that
Louis
one
radar.
just
That's
popped off.
just that thing's oof, man. That's a big one. That is.
Is that the one for Gasconade County? Or is that north? I can't remember.
I am not sure, Rob, on that. If what county this is.
Franklin, Gasconade, and Warren.
Okay, I'm looking at the right one. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I see what you're
Oh yeah,
looking
there you
at.
go. This one, yeah, and Crawford. Okay, so there's two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's this one here up north. That includes New Haven. Yeah, that's the one that you guys are talking about. Over here, so this is just north of Owensville. Yeah.
I see that now.
Yeah, I might have to change my tilt. Let me change the tilt on this because it's a little bit farther away. Might be higher up.
Hey, dude, David, welcome in. We're just looking at these tornado warning storms in Missouri right now. We got 6 tornado warnings right now. And several severes.
More than several, Rob. We have a lovely 28 severe thunderstorm warnings right now, guys. This is
There's more.
A copious amount. Is that better?
yeah.
There's 28 of them and 6 tornado warnings.
Copious amount of SDRs.
Yeah, when I'm scrolling through this list over here, I'm like, what? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Oh, there's the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So we've got this one here. It's got golf ball size hail on this one. Is this that one in? Oh, look at this one in Arkansas. Look at that blowing up, guys. Wow.
I got one highlighted here with the one that we were just looking at. You can see the velocity is pretty bright there. Not a whole lot of opposing with the red next to it, but you can certainly see where they were looking at for that one. It's definitely pretty bright there. A lot of wind there.
I believe we just got a new tornado watch, by the way, Joey.
All right, let me check this out.
Illinois into Indiana.
Yeah, that was about 26 minutes ago. This is what Rob's talking about here. Dana, we'll come right back to your screen here in just a minute. So yeah, this is tornado watch number 37. This goes till 3 a.m. as well for much of central Illinois and west central Indiana. We've got the moderate tags on tornadoes and EF2 tornadoes and the high tags on the severe wind with this particular area. So yes, that's going to be valid till, again, 3 a.m. Central Daylight Time. All right, Dan, back to you. What are we looking at here, sir?
Oh, a pretty good highlighted section of velocity here, which is why I think prompted the radar indicator for an air warning. Does a better job of showing it on velocity than I think it does in reflectivity, but you can see it's definitely brighter in a relatively small area, which would be indicative to rotation there.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm over to the restroom real quick.
No problem.
Wow.
So that's on one of the newer tornado warnings here that we
Yeah.
were mentioning a few moments ago.
Yeah.
Can you take a look at the one down in Arkansas, Dan? Let's zoom out and let's go down. I want to see that one in Arkansas. Yeah, that guy right there. Because this one really seems like, well, yeah, there's that one. There's also that southern one. That southern one,
You think this other one's better?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
When I was looking at that, I'm like, holy cow, that thing kind of blew up pretty quick.
Wow.
Give it a sec.
Vectum inhibition in that area is negative 31 joules.
For some reason, my radar scope is just running slow. I'm not exactly too sure why. I think it knows because I have weather-wise open on another tab. But
That's probably it. No.
see if we clearly, there we go. So let's take a look into here now.
Look
Oh,
at that
yeah, look at
hook
that.
on that.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Sure.
That was great.
that's one of the best couplets I've seen this evening.
Oh,
I mean, that
definitely.
is that's a classic soup right there, man. Whew.
Also has that RFD clearing right there.
That's a classic right there. Near
That's
classic.
definitely
It's got a little bit behind it that you don't.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Got a really good hook on it.
this is gonna be coming into. This is a small town here, Tilly, Arkansas, right here off 27. It just went through Raspberry. Is basically where it's just about to move through. That hail core is going right through there. So it's going to go right on the south side of Tilly, over here toward Chimes and Archery Valley, Zion Hill, Nego. All of these areas are going to be impacted by this storm.
Wow. Yeah.
What's the how fast is that moving, Dan?
55 knots.
Yeah, so that thing's flying, man. That thing's it's going the speed limit.
Yeah, speed of Leslie, about 8:53. Less than 20 minutes, or about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Wonder if it's gonna
Yeah,
like
and-
congeal.
Go ahead, Rob.
Wonder if it's gonna congeal with those that storm to the southwest. We'll have to see if it stays discreet from that.
Yeah, that's probably why it's looking so good though, is because it has been discreet.
Yeah.
So this one here, kind of south of there near London, I think that's gonna grow an appendage as well, and we'll probably see another tornado warning down there near Russellville here, possibly in the not too distant future, as well. So,
Sure.
man, it's gonna be a long night. Long night. Still have that one lonesome SVR down there in Texas as well. So.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Wow.
And again, just a quick reminder for everyone what we're talking about here. So this whole area that you see, this is the tornado risk area for today, and it just again goes to show you how large and broad this 15% hash risk area is, just because of what we're expecting this evening and into the overnight hours. That's why they just made that moderate risk area just massive. All these storms that we have out here in Texas, stuff like that, as we get into the evening and overnight hours, they're going to continue to fire up here across northeast Louisiana into western Mississippi and those areas. So it is definitely going to be a long night.
I was just about to point this one out. Like, how can this not go tornado warning? So, new tornado warning. This is going to be for the Salem, Missouri area. It's radar indicated only. This is a shot of velocity on it, but I was looking at it first from reflectivity going, that's got a pretty good size hook on it. And
Yes,
then
sir.
flip it over to here, it's like, yeah, that looks pretty good.
That's
So,
insane.
New tornado warning there.
Yeah.
That's Salem. That's Missouri as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and then another tornado warning here north of it now. This one that was flashing.
That's that one
one's
near
gonna be radar
Sullivan.
Indicated. Yeah, so they extended that one then. Lot of action going up all up and down this entire line here. Still no
Yeah.
expansion on our watches, though, although I think Robbie mentioned this one here. Crept into Indiana here a little bit. Yeah, wow, 4 a.m. Well, it's EDT though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wild.
3 a.m. CDT.
That's still, I mean, it's only 8:30 Central, so that's still a long time.
New,
To give you an idea, it's gonna be an overnight event for sure.
Definitely.
got a couple new SVRs here on that line
Yeah.
have come in. I mean, you can just see just all these warnings just lined up. Lined up.
They're almost overlapping too, especially in Arkansas. Like
Yeah.
the polygons.
Yep. Well, I definitely think this moderate risk has been well warranted.
Yes, I agree. And it's not even over.
No, it is not. It most certainly is not.
We have the QLCS, and then we have that cluster in Missouri, and then we have that other cluster in Arkansas.
New mesoscale discussion out for West Central Mississippi came out a little bit ago. Severe
yeah.
weather threat for tornado watch 32, 33, 36 continues. Thunderstorms continue to develop across southeast Arkansas into western Mississippi, with latest GOES imagery showing cloud top heights exceeding the regional equilibrium levels. This suggests that storms are beginning to fully realize the thermodynamic environment and should steadily become more organized given the very favorable kinematic profiles depicted by the VWPs. Consequently, the severe threat may be increasing for parts of
That means
southeast Arkansas and western Mississippi.
That means the cap is breaking.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
as you read that, believe it or not, I know it's a shocker, new tornado warning for
oh yeah,
Missouri.
right.
This one's radar indicated.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Franklin and Warren County. Moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Man.
Yeah, these things are
Forward
flying,
storms
Dan.
Move over to the right lane. Fast storm coming through.
They are flying. This is all coming up to St. Louis here. This whole line. It'll probably be there in, I don't know, hour and a half, probably be rolling through St. Louis.
Yeah, I was
So,
thinking that.
And here's the line.
Well, that's what's interesting that I wanted to ask you about. Using this weather-wise here, you can see the storm track and the time intervals, but they don't list the time. You know what I mean?
I actually have the storm tracks off, so
that explains it.
so if you click on the end of a storm track, does it show at all?
No. You click anywhere on the storm track, even on the cell, it won't give you any time. It's just weird. You'd think that.
Well, it's kind of like GR level 3 storm tracks, because it's the same way in GR level 3, where it has the storm tracks, but there's no times associated with it, unlike radar scope.
Okay. See, like with radar scope,
That makes sense.
it'll show you the actual time. Like
Yeah,
here, this marks
has little
0:47,
timestamps on it.
9:02. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I just thought, maybe I missed a setting or something somewhere, but.
Nope. Don't think so. But yeah, that whole line there, Dan, that you're looking at, that's
Wow.
pretty impressive. The other thing I'm trying to figure
Got
out
a new one.
is
This
if there's a
gonna
way to
start to get close to St. Louis here.
is if there's a way to
New
turn off the
tornado warning.
mesoscale discussions on weather-wise.
Radar indicated. So that'll be near St. Louis. Oh yeah. There you go. That's a problem.
Oh yeah.
for sure. Look at that.
Holy cow. That is a problem.
Did that say 9 tornado warnings?
We got 9 tornado warnings.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is 9 tornado warnings.
Hey Dan, I'm not sure if I even showed you this. Go to so weather-wise, you can actually change the map settings. So if you click on where it says weather-wise, click that drop-down arrow and then click map settings. You'll probably like this. Click on satellite.
Oh yeah, I did see that before. Yeah, I forgot to select it. What I don't like is that on the desktop you can't save like a profile or anything. You gotta change everything the way you like it every time.
Yeah. PDS tornado, by the way, Joey, Arkansas.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, right here. This guy.
Well, that looks like that's the one that we were looking at before, wasn't it?
Yep. This
Well,
is
it
the
still
one.
says radar indicated though. Oh.
Tornado warning remains in effect until 9. Cable just located.
The one in Bakersfield's PS.
Nope. Damaging tornado. There you go. I didn't know what
This guy up
Bakersfield
here, yeah,
was. I had to click
Bakersfield.
on it. Yeah,
I see
there we
him.
go.
Wow, look at that couplet. Ooh.
It's crossing county line.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, there we go. There's a shot. That's what you pay to see.
Wow, look at that.
That's definitely a problem.
That thing's a monster.
Yes, it is.
Observe.
Did you see the CC, the debris?
Yep. good call.
Nick Smigo's headed towards that. He's like turning around as soon as he saw that tornado warning down there. He turned around. He's like, I'm going down here to West Plains. Gonna try and get over there, go over to Mountain View or something like that. Oh, Dan, on yours. So click that little menu in the top left, and click on where it says Has Cams. That'll turn on cameras and storm chasers. So if you zoom out a little bit, you should see right there, that little face up there icon north of that storm. Yeah, you click on that. That's Nick Smigo's live stream.
Okay.
So tomorrow you'll be able to pull up my live stream right inside this map.
Nice.
Instead of having to go on live storm chasing, it'll be right there on the map. So just thought I should show you that.
New one flashing here. New tornado warning. Observe.
Yeah, they're putting another-
Ozark County, Howell County, Oregon County, all in Missouri, till 9:30. The confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Bakersfield, 19 miles northwest of Salem in Fulton County, moving northeast at a clipping
50 miles per hour is a particularly dangerous
That is
situation.
not something you want in your rearview mirror.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you do. You can get faster than 50 miles an hour.
Yep. So again, if you're in some of these locations there, Peace Valley, South Fork, Pottersville. Wow, I feel like, are we in a Christmas movie? Clawfield, Bakersfield, Ott, Brandsville, Rover, Whitechurch, Moody Thomasville, West Plains, and Norfolk Lake. You need to be taking those tornado precautions at this time with this confirmed tornado that we have. Moving from Arkansas into southern Missouri. And this area here in southeast Missouri, we were talking about it yesterday that when we were looking at some of that high resolution model data, like this was an area that we were really concerned with. And here it is with these storms moving out of Arkansas into southeast Missouri later this evening. And we've got one. Now, we also keeping an eye on this tornado warning just west of St. Louis as well. So this does include some of the St. Louis suburbs. This goes for another 44 minutes. This is, again, Dan, we've got another radar confirmed tornado right now just on the southwest side of St. Louis. Look at the couplet on this. This is down near Union and St. Clair, moving off to the northeast at about 55 miles per hour. Again, this is a radar confirmed tornado. We don't have any storm chasers out there on it, but we can see clearly this signature here on the radar coming right into Union. Unfortunately, here's where your couplet is right there. So, well, I think I'm on 0.9. No, I'm on.
I'm showing 2 if you want. I
Yeah.
was trying to pull it up as you were talking there.
Yeah, there's the couplet right there. That's definitely concerning there. I got
Very
two back.
concerning indeed.
Oh yeah, and there's another one
Yep, we got another one here.
up there near New Haven.
Radar indicated, capable of producing a tornado, tree lower. So another one for Warren County. Warren County,
Tangle
top of the
is
place.
north of Fenton. My brother-in-law is here in the Fenton area, which is just outside of that confirmed tornado warning. So, it looks like
Well,
it's
so
gonna
does
be
that give
north
us
of-
what, 3
Yeah.
confirmed right now?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure I'm keeping up. Alright.
Yeah. It's a lot to keep up
Yeah,
with.
I was looking at these soundings, and it was definitely showing PDS soundings in these areas this morning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
so, I
got it
mean-
right with HRRR this morning for sure.
Here's the first one. I don't know if you can really call it the first one. Let's just be the first one that I pull up. So this is the Bakersfield one.
Yeah, that thing's that's just a blob rain-wrapped mess, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like, oh my
If you're looking
goodness.
over the velocity, that tells you a much better story.
Yeah,
That's
than
why it's
the
so important to take a look at
reflectivity.
Multiple radar products at a time, so you really get the full picture of it.
Yeah, pull that up on Radar Scope. I'm kind of curious what that one looks like on Radar Scope.
Now I was just flipping it over to CC real quick to see if we could pick up anything, but
A little bit, but not a ton.
all right. So I got to get orientated here. Where's that Bakersfield one?
Right on the border. Missouri.
Okay, that's going to be the southern one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. So there we have reflectivity on the left. We've got velocity there on the right. I mean, it's there. You can see it. It's not what I would say well defined, but it's there. And I think part of the problem is that radar beam, for one, it's kind of far. It's kind of in a bad spot if we're talking where radar sites are in relation to the storm. This last scan here on velocity looks a little bit better. You can kind of pick up a little bit more. But like you said, it's probably thoroughly rain wrapped, making it hard to stand out here a little bit.
Yes, sir.
And then let's see, where was that other one? This one. Franklin, oh, yeah.
A new
Franklin,
mesoscale
Western
discussion just issued. Look at this. Mesoscale discussion 181 talking about the area we were just talking about. Tornado potential appears to be becoming focused near and southwest of the greater St. Louis area. Most probable peak intensity 140 to 170 mile per hour tornado. Wind 75 to 90 mile per hour. Hail 2 to 3.5 inches. Whew, man.
Good God.
That's
That is insane.
yeah. Latest surface analysis is showing dew points now into the mid 50s, and this is only dew points in the 50s. Tomorrow we're gonna have dew points in the upper 60s, near 70 in some places. West of the Mississippi River, southwest of the St. Louis metro area. This has supported a northward expansion of the axis of the greatest mixed layer cape per recent RAP-based mesoanalysis, with near 1,000 joules of cape now as far north as St. Louis and 2,000 to near Farmington, Missouri. In response, several supercell storms, obviously that we've been looking at, have organized within the main convective band and are moving northeast at 45 knots. At this time, one storm in particular moving across Franklin County is showing very strong low-level rotation with hints of a corresponding minimum in correlation coefficient that would suggest an ongoing tornado. As such, given the background thermodynamic and kinematic environment, the potential for a significant tornado appears to exist. This storm will continue to track northward toward the St. Louis area, potentially resulting in a particularly dangerous situation. So yeah, that thing's basically gonna be tracking right into, like we said, the St. Louis area. So, man, at night, in the dark, highly populated areas, this is a recipe for disaster.
You said up to what, 175 miles an hour? That's
Yeah, 140 to 170.
that is,
So that's EF3, EF4 strength.
that's, doesn't matter the category, that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nothing's surviving that. No building's surviving that.
Yeah.
Oh, new tornado warning, weather spotters confirmed tornado. This might be an extension here. Northeastern Franklin, western St. Charles, northwestern St. Louis, southeastern Warren. Yeah, 853 confirmed tornado located over Union, moving northeast 55 miles per hour. Weather spotters confirmed tornado southwest of Union. So there you go.
This is just nuts.
Yep.
Now.
There's where it's gonna be, right there.
Yep. Hitting it right there.
Can you change the colors?
You can. You can set your own color tables.
That'd be nice to know how to do.
What are you on? Your on the velocities?
Yeah, I'm used to reds and greens, not greens and blues.
I think if you click on, well, it is reds and greens. It's just
Okay. Never mind.
yeah.
Just not showing any red next to it, but you can clearly see where it's at.
Man, this is really crazy.
You imagine what it's gonna be like tomorrow, Joey?
Oh man, just as crazy, man. That's what it's gonna be like tomorrow.
If not crazier.
Yeah. So, as we're seeing, we've got this line of supercells, basically 3 of them in a row here on the southwest side of the St. Louis metro area, from St. Louis down to St. Clair to near Steelville. Look at this Steelville one. This thing is just going off, man. Just south of Steelville, that thing's going nuts. That's probably going to be confirmed pretty soon as well. I wouldn't be surprised. These here up here near Fenton and stuff, it's right on top of the radar, so you can't even really. The velocity is getting a little messy since it's right there on the radar.
Which one is that there, Joey?
The one that's coming into to St. Louis, just west of Fenton.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm on that radar here.
Yeah. I mean, it still has that really well-defined hook on it. But because now it's so close to the radar, we're losing that a little bit of the velocity.
Right.
It's just
And
east
so-
of Union there, it looks like. That thing's basically right over
Well,
I-44.
if you aim the tilt up just a little bit higher, it's actually easier to see.
Oh, yeah. I see that.
Because it's getting, like you said, it's getting pretty close. So, yeah. Up there.
Hmm.
Radar would definitely agree with what they're saying is on the ground, that's for sure. I'm gonna just zoom out here a little bit, see if, we have any new watches here or anything. Let's just take a look. I don't think so. No. Doesn't appear to be, at least not on the northern side of things here.
Wow, dude, look at this here. Let me see if I can get to my radar. I'm gonna flip over real quick to my radar scope. Look at the velocity on this.
All right, go ahead, Joe.
Share. Look at that. It's literally right over I-44 right now.
Holy cow.
Like, there's St. Louis over here, and where's the tornado? Oh, I think it's right there. I want to see the let's go over to correlation coefficient. Yeah, there's a drop right there. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, we have a winner. Right there. Just east of Union, basically about to go right over Villa Ridge, up toward Gray Summit, in those areas. Wow. How do I put on,
New tornado warning. Gonna be getting in St. Charles here now.
wow. Let's come back.
There's someone on the road.
That's Nick Smigo, right?
No, maybe it could be.
Are you
No,
looking at that one down
Jennifer
here?
McMahon. Did you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I see her. Yep, Jennifer McMahon right there. Yep.
Looks like she's sort of shop right there, waiting for it to come in. Why chase the storm if the storm is coming to you?
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be me tomorrow. I'm just going to get to my spot and than just wait
Storm
for,
waiting.
for something to come to me. Because with as fast as these things are going to be moving, there's not going to be much chasing. It's going to be getting chased and trying not to get hit. You know?
Exactly.
And then once that one goes through, it's like, oh, drop south, go get the next one. Drop south, go get the next one. You know, with these.
Well, speaking of next one, we got a new one here. This one's gonna be further south. Could be an extension. I think it's an extension around that Steelville storm. Yeah, same one. They extended that one out. So that's good for another half hour or so.
Yeah. This one here north of Little Rock's looking slightly interesting too. Look at this guy here. West of Mountain View. Look at that. That's coming in there a little bit.
It says your stream is paused.
What?
Yeah, it says your screen's paused, right?
Let's try this again.
There you go. There you are.
There we go. So
That
this
looks
one
better.
here is north of Little Rock. And yeah, it's basically coming over here toward Mountain View. And it's just radar indicator right now, but from looking at this thing, I think it and looking at, I mean, look at the hook on that. It's like almost like wrapping right around itself
Oh, yeah.
in here.
Talking about the one to Leslie?
Yeah, the one in Leslie, yep. It's exactly the one I'm talking about. So that guy's going on. What else we got going on out here? Meanwhile, we still got this one here just on the west side of St. Louis. That Jennifer's waiting on. And we got a new one up here now,
New
just on the
one
northwest
popped up.
side of St. Louis. Yep. Radar indicated rotation, moving northeast, well, east-northeast. This is near Wentzville, moving east at 45 miles per hour. So that's this guy right here. Let's see what the velocities are looking
Still
like.
hauling pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, right here, just west of Wentzville. That's where our little area of rotation is. Right here. So that's what that guy's got going on.
Ray's Summit. Now would be a good time to head downstairs.
Yeah.
There already.
Oh, let's check in on Nick Smigo. He's getting pretty close to this storm down here.
Yeah, I flipped over to him as you were taking over your screen there, real quick. He's still making his way.
Yeah.
Looks like he's taking some rain, but haven't really seen much of anything else yet. from
Yeah.
him, but
Well,
headed the
he's
right
gonna
direction.
come
Looking
east here
good
on
in it.
60. He's just gonna keep coming east over here on 60, and probably try and intercept over here near Birch Tree or Winona.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on how fast he can fly down 60. Because, like you were saying, Dan, he doesn't want to core punch, you know. But these storms are, you know, moving
Mhm.
at. I mean, this guy's also has 2.5-inch hail.
No.
You know.
That's the risk you take when you're running east north of the storm.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Exactly. Don't want to get caught in the hail core. That's why I try and approach from the south. But
That's right.
sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Now, on the other hand, over here in St. Louis, where Jennifer's at, she's in a great spot, you know, right here on the east side of St. Louis, just waiting for this line of storms to come to her. She's got a good chance of seeing something.
I think anywhere near St. Louis, you got a pretty good chance of seeing something.
Yeah, that's probably true. So
I don't know too many bad chase spots right now along the Missouri-Illinois border at the moment.
We got weather spotters, confirmed tornado near Gray Summit. Multiple power flashes have been reported with this one. So let's kind of get in here a little bit on this. There's St. Albany. Here's Gray Summit right here. So that's where they saw those power flashes, right in here. So tornado right now is probably sitting right about there, just on the northeast side of Gray Summit. Let's flip our velocity. Hey, look where I drew my second circle. Right on target. Imagine that. It's like, yeah, it's in Gray Summit. Well, now it's probably, yeah, so there it is, just south of Odors. That's going to come up toward Melrose, probably, west of Fox Creek. And then if it continues on that path, it'll come up here toward the Dr. Edmund Babler Memorial State Park area. And that's going to, this thing, if it stays on track, it's going to come up here toward the airport, man. That's concerning.
Yeah.
Like we got a tornado right here, and it's moving this way, and guess what's that way? The airport. Ta-da! Right there. So that could be a little bit concerning. Let's throw this thing in motion real quick, just to kind of see what we got going on. Yeah.
I think we're getting more tornado warnings faster than we can talk about.
I know.
Pop up.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, this one though. Oh yeah, you can see it just moved. So let's keep my line there. So it was there, and now it's basically again, it's over here now. So it's tracking right that way. This is not
It looks
good.
like it's going to go south of the airport, though.
Yeah, it might. It's gonna come really close though. It might hit the eastern side of it.
All
So-
approach aircraft please arrive from the north.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah,
boy.
so I'm looking at this one here in the west.
Oh, look at the correlation coefficient. We
Getting
definitely
better and
got we
better.
definitely got something on the ground with this one. Look at that drop right there. Whew. Oh yeah, they just threw out a new warning on this. Looks like it's flashing. Tornado warning remains in effect. Yeah, confirmed extremely dangerous tornado located over Gray Summit, moving northeast at 55. So, that's that
This
guy.
Stormcast brought to you by American Airlines.
Dear God.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't even keep up with these now. It's just
Yeah.
bonkers.
Did you hear
man.
what I said about the one in West Plains?
Which one's that? Is that this? Oh yeah, let's come back down here, West Plains.
That one keeps looking better and better.
Does it? Oh, well, let me switch my radar site. Hold on. Let's switch.
It almost looks like the rotation is splitting off into two. I wonder if they're sisters. Take a look at it on velocity. It does it much better justice.
Oh yeah. Holy cow. Yeah, it does. It has like two different couplets.
Yeah. That could be a multiple vortice tornado
Yeah.
there, possibly.
That's true. That's true. The question is, doesn't look like Nick Smigo's made a whole lot of progress east on there. On 60. So,
Well, that might not necessarily be a bad thing for him,
yeah.
depending on how you want to approach that.
Well, that thing's going
Yeah.
right here through the southern side of West Plains, possibly, and then another area of rotation there in Brainsville. See if we see anything. Yeah, there's definitely some CC drop. It's a little bit inconspicuous. Is it? Yeah. Because the CC drop honestly has it kind of more north of Braidesville, but your velocity couplet is kind of more down here, so that one's a little bit.
When did Rob jump off?
I don't know.
about 30 minutes ago.
Nuh-uh.
Oh. I was like, Rat hasn't been much at all. I was like, where did he go?
All right, Dan, you want to go back to screen sharing, buddy?
Yeah.
Kind of toss it back over to you if you don't mind.
Hey, Joey.
Yes, sir.
Have you taken a look at the Mountain View storm?
I have. Daniel, we want to take a look at that one? That's the one right there in northern Arkansas. Mountain View, Arkansas. Oh yeah, look at that thing. That's rain wrapped. It's like a donut, man.
Yeah, radar indicated. Yeah, it is. Man, what a line.
Seriously. I'm really surprised that these St. Louis storms have stayed semi-discreet this entire time. That's really concerning. Can we take a look back at that storm just on the west side of St. Louis, the one that was headed toward the airport? Because I do kind of want to cover that, because that's really basically moving right into that area right now.
Yeah, there we are.
Let's flip it back over to our velocities.
Seemed to kind of fall off here a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it could also be because getting basically right on top of the radar site too.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's true too.
That's the thing. When I'm looking at, I mean, I still see a little bit of a CC signature there, basically due west of Wildwood. If you flip over to a correlation coefficient on there.
Well, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh, looks like we get another one pop up here. Nice. Let's see there.
There's
Whoop, no
another
more
one
here.
There, tornado warning.
Radar indicated.
This is nuts, Dan. We literally have 9 tornado warnings and 19 severe thunderstorm warnings right now.
And I don't see any time. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon.
No,
No,
it won't stop till, I mean, even 3, 4 a.m. It'll slow down a little bit, but it's not going to stop per se until Sunday night. There will be a warning. There will probably be a warning, at least one weather warning on the board between now and Sunday night. Like
Yeah,
if we get like an hour or two where we don't have any severe weather warnings, I'll be shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, are you good for the mail?
Sorry, David, you're really quiet. I couldn't hear what you said.
I said, are you planning on going to bed at all?
Not for the time being. But yes, at some point in time, I do need to go to bed because I have a long day tomorrow. So yes, I do want to cover this year, probably for, I don't know, I'll probably go another 45 minutes or so, till about 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and then my plan, Rob will probably run a stream like this tomorrow, and then I'll be running my separate chase stream. So, and he can do the same thing that I'm doing now with the Discord and all of that. I got him set up to be able to do all that here on YouTube. So,
I'm probably looking at stepping away here in a minute. Well, if you wanna take over streaming there, you can keep doing your thing there if you like. I don't know where Rob went though.
I don't know either. Maybe message him on Discord or whatever. All right, let's kind of come back here, taking a look at this storm in the St. Louis area. Screen two. Okay. Just west of Chesterfield. Yeah, it's really getting hard to see here, but
Yeah.
it's so close to the radar. But I'm
Well, you
pretty
keep
sure
doing your thing there, Joey, and
it is right there.
I'll probably end up seeing you tomorrow.
Sounds good, sir. Thanks for joining us tonight. Great
Yeah.
having you on.
Yeah. Absolutely. Spring is here.
It is in full force. It is here,
And
and
who else we got on? David, 122. You also have a good night.
Yes, sir. I'll see you at some point. I'll be out with Nick tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow.
Excellent. All right. Well, be safe. Good night.
Yes, sir.
have a good night, Dan. So this tornado warning here continues for another 13 minutes. 9:17, tornado warning remains in effect till 9:30 for western St. Charles and northwestern St. Louis counties. Tornado producing storm located over Clarkson Valley, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Again, this is a radar confirmed tornado. This will remain over mainly rural areas of western St. Charles and northwestern St. Louis counties. This includes Babler Memorial State Park and First Missouri Capitol Historic Site. It also includes Interstate 70 between exits 214 and 231. So that's, again, something that we are keeping our eye on here with these storms this evening. Let me clear off my drawings. All right.
Turn off the chasers. My spotter beacons, because holy cow.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
I can't keep up with the warnings because they're all in the way.
Yeah.
How do I do that with this radar? Spotter network. Bam.
Yeah, just uncheck spotter network. It'll clear all those off for you.
I forgot how to do that with radar Omega.
And there's Fenton. Oof. All right, here's this one in West Plains. This is still a radar confirmed tornado as well. Again, this is 8 miles east of West Plains. Yeah, this is the one that Nick Smeagol's on. Here's a new warning that was just issued for this storm. Goes for 41 minutes. Again, National Weather Service in Springfield issued tornado warning for southwestern Shannon County, east central Howell County, and northern Oregon County and south central Missouri till 10 p.m. Again, confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado 8 miles west of West Plains, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. This is going to be coming up to the US 60 area here near or just east of Mountain View, Birch Trace. If you're in Birch Trace, Winona, these areas here, West Plains, north of Alton, anywhere here along local road 19 there, you need to be taking your tornado precautions at this time. I'm kind of worried about Nick Samigo here, starting to get into this precip now where he's at. He is north, basically on the north side, running along the north side of that storm there on 60. He's near Mountain View, Missouri. So hopefully he'll be able to get east far enough. Either that or he's going to have to come in on the back side of the storm as it crosses 60 there. Otherwise, he's going to get caught in a pretty big hail core. Look at the hail core on this down here near 160. Again, just east. Now it's just east of West Plains. How fast is this thing moving? It's moving 50? Yeah, 50 miles per hour. So it's moving fast, but if he's able to do 60 on that road, he might be able to get out ahead of it. So he really needs to get east of Winona, though. But he's basically coming into Mountain View right now. So that's definitely gonna be a close one. So we'll keep an eye on that one.
And you said how fast is this going?
50. It's moving 50 miles per hour right now. All right, let's kind of work our way from north to south. Let's come back up here into Illinois here. We've got this tornado warning. Let me flip over to our reflectivity. So we've got this tornado warning that goes for 23 minutes. Again, this one is just radar indicated rotation. That's that squall line. This is for Fulton County, Illinois. So we've got that one. And then further south, kind of on the northwest side of Springfield, we have this tornado warning. Radar indicated rotation. That's also moving northeast. 1-inch hail. That's for central Cass County and southwestern Mason County there in central Illinois. Coming down the line, a little bit more. We've got this guy right here on the northwest side of St. Louis. Radar indicator rotation. This is for southeastern Calhoun, southeastern Jersey, Lincoln, and northwestern St. Charles County. This is 7 miles north of St. Paul, moving northeast at 55. Then we've got the one basically on the western suburbs of St. Louis. This goes for, this has been radar confirmed, damaging tornado, ping pong ball size hail on this. And that is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Again, radar confirmed on this one here. Moving into the Maryland Heights district in those areas. And then we've got over here, we have this tornado warning. Radar indicator rotation. This is near Cedar Hill Lakes. That one's moving at 60 miles per hour here on the southwest side of Missouri. So, sorry, southwest. Man, you can tell I'm getting tired, man. Southwest side of St. Louis. Southwest side of St. Louis here in eastern Missouri. Then we have another tornado warning back over here. This expires in 6 minutes. This radar indicator rotation. That is for Washington County there in Missouri. Pretty large hail on that. We can see a pretty big hail core coming up here toward the Fletcher area, Ware, Mopin, Missouri, all of those areas. Then we've got
a new tornado warning.
Yep, right here, down here near Van Buren, new tornado warning for Carter County in southeast Missouri, issued by NWS Paducah. This is again for emergency management. Reported a tornado near Rover. This is an observed tornado, so this is again ongoing here at this time. Let's flip over to Paducah. Get a look at this. As this
I think think it's that extension.
Yeah,
there
it
that
is.
we're gonna storm.
Yep, it's this storm here that we see that Nick Smigo's on. Man, I don't know. He's in Mountain View now, but I don't think he's going to be able to get out ahead of this thing. So, yeah, he's coming into Mountain View area. So, keep an eye on that. Let's look at the velocities on this thing. And this, oh, wow, look at this. Right on 160, dude. You see this?
Yep.
Whew.
Let me see if
terrible.
I can pull the track on it.
Give me a second. I can throw the storm tracks. I had turned the storm tracks off.
It'll hit Wanonia in 25 minutes from what this says.
Yeah, Winona. That's Winona.
I can't.
It's all good,
pronounce
man.
it.
Yeah, it's coming up here toward Winona and Van Buren. It'll probably come right between this, right across 60 here. Is kind of the track it's taken. So basically, right through there.
It'll split them.
Yeah. Might kind of clip in all honesty, probably clip the western side of Van Buren. I'd be a little more concerned if I was in Van Buren than Winona. So thankfully Mountain View kind of avoided that. But anywhere here, Alton, this is just north of Alton right now. So let's flip over to our. Not seeing a lot on the correlation coefficient right now, but it's in there. It's just that's the Paducah. Let me flip over to Springfield radar, see if we see anything. A little bit right in here. Yeah. There's a little bit of something there on the CC, little CC drop here, just southeast of the Birch Creek conservation area. So. Yeah, just north of Alton here, about to cross Highway 19 there, and coming up here towards 60. Again, this is a radar confirmed emergency management reported a tornado there near Rover, which I think it is. There's Wilderness, New Liberty, Brawley. I'm trying to find Rover on here. Greer. Oh, here's Rover. So, yeah, that's what was reported in Rover. So, Highway Double D. 160, Thomasville. So, this thing's probably just west of New Liberty right now. That's some of the lowest CC values. Let's look at the velocity. Oh, yeah, right there. Ta-da! So, yeah, this thing, man, that just hit Thomasville, dude. Oh, my goodness. Thomasville. Probably just took a direct hit by that. And it's terrible. Hope everyone was underground. This is coming toward Brawley, New Liberty. And yeah, this is going to come up just near Lowassie, Fremont. You need to be taking your tornado precautions, and Van Buren, Horse Creek, all of these areas. So there's that area of rotation here just on the kind of just on the east side of Thomasville, east of Highway 99 right now. So this is definitely bad. Yeah, this is a bad one. That's a bad one there. But look at the one behind it, south of West Plains, you know?
And they're round two right there.
Yep. South Fork. So this one here, this tornado warning is still right now just radar indicator rotation, nothing confirmed on it. But you can see a little bit of this donut hole right here in the reflectivity. Could be indicative of, and that's basically where the coupler is. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something in there. Definitely with seeing that little donut hole in the reflectivity gives me cause for concern with that. And considering the environment it's in, most likely a tornado on that, even though it may not be being reported at the moment.
You also got to think it's at night and there's no chaser there either, so.
Yeah. So we've got that guy. And then farther south here, now we're into Arkansas. Coming here into north central, getting over here into northeast Arkansas. This is coming here toward Melbourne, Arkansas, and this one. This goes for another 15 minutes. This one is a radar confirmed tornado. This continues till 9:45 Central Time for northeastern Stone, central Izard, and southeastern Baxter counties in Arkansas. This is a radar confirmed tornado located near Blanchard Springs Campground, or 9 miles north of Mountain View, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So definitely concerning. There's Mount Olive. So that's likely, this is going to be coming right into the Melbourne area, just on the north side of town, south of Calico Rock. So if you're in Melbourne, Melbourne, Franklin, be prepared to be seeking shelter as well there in Franklin. This is, again, just north of Mountain View. Wow, look at that new scan that just came in. Oh, man. That has gotten pretty strong. So let's look at the correlation coefficient. Oh yeah, seeing a correlation coefficient drop there, right here over Boswell on that. So this here, right in Boswell, that's confirmed. So we got 2 on the ground right now. One in Arkansas and the other one up here in Missouri. So we've got that one, and then we've got this one up here where you see my 2 circles. So, well, this one's moved a little bit further north. Let me draw another new circle. Draw a new circle right in here. Let's flip over to our velocity. Yeah. So, And speaking of, as I'm saying that, drawing that circle, new tornado warning. Again, this one was radar confirmed. The new tornado warning, though, they're just saying radar indicator rotation on that. This is near Sturkey, 12 miles southeast of West Plains, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. This storm has had a history of producing a tornado on it. Right now, they're giving the radar confirmed tag. This guy up here is still going on too.
Mount View is observed as well.
Yeah, we were just on that Mountain View one. That's this guy down here.
I was confused. We have two different ones that are.
Yeah. So we have this one here in Mountain View. That's confirmed, coming over toward Melbourne, and then we've got this guy up here in just east of Thomasville area. This is the other one that is confirmed. Let's see what's going on up near St. Louis. New tornado warning up here. This includes the northern suburbs of St. Louis. Radar indicated a rotation. This includes southeastern Jersey, southwestern Macoupin, western Madison counties, northeastern St. Charles County, and northeastern St. Louis County and northern St. Louis County. That goes till 10:15. Again, radar indicator rotation, 1.5 inch hail being observed with this storm. Here is where it's at, or where the potential is. Again, just north of Maryland Heights is where we're seeing that rotation area. Again, not confirmed, but there is rotational signatures on this north of Maryland Heights. So then we also have this tornado warning, which continues for another 10 minutes. Radar indicator rotation on that. This will be coming, this particular storm here, this is down here near Maxville, is kind of where the center of that is. Southeast of Fenton. And Sappington, Lakeshire, so rotation really being seen right there on that one. Another area of rotation right there as well. This is going to be coming up toward the Bella Vista and more eventually more toward even closer to downtown St. Louis, possibly, with that. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. That may stay on the south side, but definitely concerning right there with these storms coming through such highly populated areas. And then we've got this Boeing segment, dude. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That thing's got to be producing 70-mile-per-hour winds here on the eastern side of this that wind shift there. Yeah. Oof. Down here near Blackjack in those areas. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at Jennifer McMahon's stream. She is out east of this, looking back west there. Yeah, beautiful lightning. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. So she's over there in Fairview Heights, Illinois, looking west on that. So that is pretty amazing as well. Texas is kind of quiet. Nothing in Texas right now. But yeah, it's going to be a long night, dude, overnight. Make sure, folks, that you've got a way to receive those warnings. Because as we've seen all night long, it's just been warning after warning, confirmed tornado after confirmed tornado. And this is unfortunately going to be continuing through the overnight hours all evening long through 3-4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning. So we'll definitely continue to keep track of it. But I'm probably going to end the stream here now that we're approaching 11 o'clock and I've got to get ready for my big day tomorrow here. And I'll probably be doing a live stream tomorrow morning right here to talk about what we're expecting for the day before heading out. So if you are new to the YouTube channel, definitely thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to us so you can get the latest weather updates. And again, we hope that that the rest of the evening will hopefully quiet down here in a little bit, but unfortunately that's probably not going to be the case. These storms are just going to continue firing off here across southeastern Missouri, and I'm really worried what I'm going to wake up to in the morning seeing some of the reports and stuff like that that's going to be going on. So that's just, man. Yeah, it's going right through St. Louis right now. See if Jennifer's... she's back on the move. This is going to be concerning. It's just
I think
unreal.
this is now under a confirmed tornado warning.
Yeah. Wow.
This is nuts.
Hopping on the interstate. I think she's like, I need to get east. I need to get east and get out of here before this thing blows over me. So, yeah. So she's moving back east. East is kind of southeast here. Here, look at this, man. Unbelievable. Just on the southeast side of Fenton, man. I hope everyone's okay. Let's see what the velocities look. Oh my goodness. Yep. This is that area we were talking about. Wow. See the correlation coefficients. Yeah. Yikes. Just northeast of Arnold. So again, this is an observed tornado situation. Again, a confirmed tornado located over Arnold, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. This is a damaging tornado, golf ball size hail. Weather spotters confirmed tornado power flashes reported near Arnold. So yeah, just probably in the northeast side of Arnold. Yep. Man. Now this thing is basically here near Lakeside. It's coming into Oakville right now. About to come here into Jefferson Barracks. You are next, so be seeking your tornado shelter at this time. And then it's going to be coming up here. Man, this is gonna come pretty close to Bella Vista, Lenora, and Ivory. So there's that warning within this larger warning. Oh man, cannot believe it. St. Louis, man. We've got this situation as well. Man, just near the hospital, seeing some rotation as well. This is just, St. Louis is just getting hammered right now. So this is the other one. Confirmed tornado located over Florissant, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So we have two different tornadoes here in the greater St. Louis area. There's Florissant right here. Yep. Yeah, Florissant, old Jamestown. So this tornado, we've got two ongoing tornadoes right now, David, in the greater St. Louis area. We have one on the north side of St. Louis near Florissant and old Jamestown. And then we've got another one on the southern side, closer to the downtown area. Well, south of the downtown area. Here's St. Louis. Then we've got this one here now, northeast of Arnold. So we have two different tornadoes here in the greater St. Louis area. That is just nuts.
That is nuts.
Oh my goodness. Man. This one here is definitely going to be come close to St. Louis. That's really concerning.
Those poor people.
So, folks, if you are in any of these warned areas, you need to be, in your safe place right now as these tornadoes are barreling through. Unfortunately, at 55 or 60 miles per hour, it's dark. You're not going to see it. You've got to be either underground or in the lowest level of your home, interior room, away from windows. Get whatever you can between you and the outside. Make sure you protect your head with something, pillows, anything that can, injure you. Like Dave was saying, make sure you've got your pets with you to keep them safe. As these tornadoes are moving through, unfortunately moving through populated areas in the greater St. Louis area, here coming from Missouri over into now western Illinois. Oh boy, oh boy. So again, this one here, we'll look at the south one. This is now coming into probably Jefferson Park. It's going to be coming up here toward East Carolette, south side of Bella Vista, Ivory, LeMay. Probably it's just staying south of Interstate 55 there in St. Louis. Well, let's see what the next scan shows, if it's got more of a northern pole. This one here near Old Jamestown, West Allen, Alton, all of these areas need to be seeking shelter. Even up here near Godfrey, over toward Wood River, that whole region, you need to be in your tornado safe place at this time in St. Louis. So if you're just joining us this evening, we are tracking ongoing tornado warned storms here across the St. Louis area. But those are not the only storms. We also have more storms here in southeastern Missouri. We've got these storms up here in north central Arkansas as well. So really multiple tornado warned storms here for this region. But these ones here in St. Louis, we have 2 ongoing confirmed tornadoes right now in the greater St. Louis area. So definitely not what we want to see here as we approach 10 o'clock Central Time, 11 o'clock Eastern. On the weekend, on a Friday night, people are, out and doing their thing and stuff like that. Okay, so we just got 2 new scans. Let's redraw our circles here. So these have now moved. So it is moving northeast. It is going to be probably stay just south of downtown St. Louis, is what it's looking like, at least with this one. This is now probably here near the Duplo and East Cardell area. Carondelet area. This is coming into North Duplo, Cahoyca, these areas. Oh my goodness, St. Louis South, downtown Parks Airport. That's going to go right over the airport, dude. That is going to go right over the airport.
Not good.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's going to go right over that airport. Yeah. And then our other one up here, yes. This one's moving more north. It's just on the west side of Alton. Is this guy right here. And they just issued a new tornado warning on that storm. Let's see what they're saying. Weather spotters confirm tornado. Tornado warning remains in effect till 10:15. Confirmed tornado located over West Alton, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. This is again, weather spotters confirmed tornado here on the west side of Alton. This is going to be coming right up to Godfrey, right up to Godfrey. So that's one tornado. Then we've got our second tornado here. That's probably hitting this airport as we're sitting here live streaming this. This is just unbelievable. And that's gonna, once it rolls through there, it's gonna come up here towards Centerville, and then here toward Interstate 64 and 5570 in Washington Park here on the east side of St. Louis. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. What we're seeing taking place here in the St. Louis area. There it is. Okay. Yep, new scan just came in. It's right over the airport, dude. Oh my goodness. There's our new area of rotation. Correlation coefficient's not super clear on that, but yeah, that's basically where it's at. Looking at it on the velocity, right in that notch. It's right in this little notch, right over the airport there. And then this one up here in that notch. It's better to see it on velocity. So this, yeah, that's moved north. It's on the north. Again, that one's a little bit further spread. What's up, dude?
Huh?
Oh, I thought you said something.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So, yeah, St. Louis area just getting pounded. New tornado warning update here on this. Confirmed tornado located over near East Cardelet or over Cahoyca, moving northeast 50. Again, weather spotters confirmed tornado. This includes St. Louis, Belleville, Granite City, O'Fallon, East St. Louis, Collinsville, Fairview Heights, Clayton, Cahoyca, Swansea, Glen Carbon, Shiloh, Troy, Columbia, Richmond Heights, Maryville, Mancuda, Shrewsbury, Pontoon Beach, and Centerville. And it also includes Scott Joplin Historic Sites, the State Park, Interstate 64 between exit 9 and 27, and Interstate 70 near exit 21. So, wow, this is going right over the East St. Louis area, just now it's north of the airport. This thing's moving so fast, y'all. This is moving at 55, 60 miles per hour. There's just a bulldozer going through St. Louis suburbs right now. On the eastern side now of St. Louis. So it's right in here. And this one now is coming up here to Godfrey. So Godfrey, up there, you definitely need to be in your tornado safe place. Brighton, you're up next in line on that northern way. Anyone that lives along Highway 111 there, you're in the bullseye zone. Over here, we're East St. Louis, Washington Park, Fairmont City, Excremont, State Park Place, Horseshoe Lake State Park eventually. Yeah, this is now it's on the east side of the river. It's east of St. Louis, between St. Louis, near Washington Park, just south of Washington Park, over here toward the Cassville area. This is an ongoing confirmed tornado that we have on the ground here on the east side of St. Louis, doing damage in these areas. Not seeing a ton of debris. Is there a better... Oh, we're kind of behind it. Let's see. Trying to see if I can see anything on the correlation coefficient. A little bit there around the airport, but it's just hard to see. Yeah, it's up here near Centerville now for sure. Yeah. Wow. That's just unbelievable. So, long night ahead here for the St. Louis Metroplex area. And we've got we still got these tornado warnings down here. New tornado warning for this storm coming in. Nick Smigo's actually getting pretty close to this here. He's coming into Winona. That's what he's looking at. Man. Hope he does not drive right into that thing. He's in Birch Tree, Missouri right now, so he's right there. Hold on, let me switch radar sites. I gotta, let's go with Paducah. Yeah. So this thing's about to cross 60 here. He's gonna come in right behind it. I think he's gonna cross before he gets there. That's pretty intense there. See some of the rain curtains, the just non-stop lightning on his feed there. So Nick Smigo, be safe out there, buddy. Be safe. You're gonna come in right behind it. He'll probably come across a damage path there along 60, I'm sure. Yeah, because it's basically about to cross 60. So we have that ongoing tornado as well. Let's come back up here to St. Louis with this situation that we have. Likely rain-wrapped tornadoes in here. Yeah, pretty much going right over East St. Louis now. Let's flip over. Yeah, that's basically going right over East St. Louis and Washington Park. And this other one's coming into Godfrey. So, yes, we've just been tracking this. These areas of where the rotation, and again, these are radar confirmed. Where I'm drawing circles, this is the area where we're seeing the couplet, the rotation, where it's showing us that the tornado is likely on the ground. So, again, just east of East St. Louis there. This is kind of the track that these have taken, you know. So this one here is moving more northerly. This one is moving more northeasterly. That one's moving more northeast. This one's moving more due northeast. So, and this has been really, this one over here was initially reported in Arnold. So again, this just goes to show you folks that these are what we call long track tornadoes. That's why we have these moderate risks and these high risks that Storm Prediction Center is out exactly for for these situations where we have these tornadoes that can stay on the ground for 50 plus miles in some of these areas. Because of this severe weather outbreak that's taking place right here across the central U.S. So, man, it's going to be a long night. Be safe out there, guys. I'm probably going to hop off here. It's getting close to 11 o'clock Eastern. I got to get up early in the morning. I wish I could just stay on here all night long. But I know there are other folks out here on YouTube that are doing some of that. Ryan Hall, Max Velocity, and others that are doing coverage. So again, if you live out here in Illinois, Eastern Missouri, Arkansas, even getting into Western Kentucky, Western Tennessee, make sure that this evening you've got your weather radio turned on. Make sure it's got batteries in it. Because if the power goes out and you got plugged, it's going to go out. So a lot of these weather radios, they have the battery backup that you can put on them. So make sure you got your batteries put on them. So that way, if a warning goes off, yeah, exactly. If you lose power, you'll still receive those life-saving warnings from your weather radio. But yeah, definitely be safe out there. We'll kind of evaluate things early in the morning. I'll probably do a live stream on here in the morning talking about my chase plans for this event across Georgia and Alabama. It's going to be a long day. And David, I know you're going to be out there with Nick, so we'll probably catch up tomorrow sometime out there in the field under the mezzo. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So thanks for joining me, David, being here on the stream. I will see you tomorrow, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, so folks, that it was great having our team on here this evening, and getting to do that with them, and being able to provide this coverage for you guys this evening. So, again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're finding our channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for us, share us out. We'll be doing a lot more of this in the coming days and weeks as we really ramp up here into to the heart of severe weather season here in March and April. So stay safe out there, guys. Be sure to follow us on Facebook as well and all of our social media pages. Join our Discord server as well. You can see it right here. Just go to Discord, look up extreme weather videos on there, that community server. We would love to have you join the conversation on there. We've got meteorologists, storm chasers, weather enthusiasts, a bunch of people on there, and they are doing a fantastic job posting watches and warnings, and the storm reports and all of that information is shared out on our different socials platforms. So thanks for watching, everyone. Great having you guys on this evening and experience the extreme with all of us at Extreme Weather Videos. Have a great night. We'll see you in the morning on our next live stream here on YouTube.